All right, I am live. All right, this is part three of an AI agent attempting to control Microsoft Excel. Um, that's a little bit too rough on the edges. So, part three of an AI agent being that co-partner in assisting with Microsoft Excel, working directly with me as a human. And if you see the blue robot icon on the bottom right, that's my co-partner. So not to control, which that was too harsh, but to amplify or augment me as a human worker um, working inside Microsoft Excel. So parts one and two, we made it all the way to have the agent open up Microsoft Excel. So it understands that it has some control of my operating system, Windows 11 Pro, um, and knows where to find the .exe file for Microsoft Excel. So do that on your own risk. Obviously, you want to keep agents contained in a virtual environment. So don't do what I'm doing. But if you do, that's up to you. So we are going to continue on with having the Salesforce large action model, which is XLAM, be able to open up Microsoft Project and hopefully help me with some physical tasks. So right now, it can actually it understands its environment. That's one. Right now, at this point in time, it does not open up Microsoft Excel. In my two previous sessions, parts one and two, it actually did open up Microsoft Excel using Olama and using OpenAI ChatGPT 3.0. The XLAM model, it's showing me it can do it, but it cannot provide evidence that it actually could do it. So it doesn't fully open up or show me that it opened up Microsoft Excel. And that's what we're going to take care of during this session. So what we're going to do now, we're going to snip it. We're going to snip the AI robot chat. Hopefully it comes up. And we're going to copy this chat interface, close that out. Let's refresh, augment, and we'll paste in the image. We'll say cd image, help me resolve all errors and all errors in the agent not being able to show me that it launches Microsoft Excel. Help me have the agent physically open Microsoft Excel. All right. So anybody watching, I am not an AI doomer. I love AI. Actually, I use AI 90% of the time, which is bad for you because it takes away my thinking. So I'm practicing to learn, my brain to make sure that I can learn things. But, however, this session and all sessions near future, past, present, whatever you call it, I am not influencing you to have AI control, replace, or take over your mind. My ultimate goal in life is to have the agent amplify me, augment me, or enhance my skills, while human in the loop is number one priority. So if you are watching this and you want an AI agent to control your application on your desktop, this session is not for you. All right, so the terminal is working as you see right here. So now it has two. So let's close out one. So now it's going to create a test script, which, okay. So another robot icon appeared. So let's open this. So that's the old one. So let's close that out. Let's save our work. And let's give it a shot. And again, it still has that error. So, oh, okay. It's doing something. Now it's updating Microsoft 365 and Office. So this is good. This is good stuff to show, because now I'm curious about the security within my OS. Now, the question is, will Microsoft be able to find this flaw? Interesting. So we'll close that out. And right now, okay, so it showed me that it could actually do it. But that's augment, um, giving the task to the agent to show it. I want to cut away from augment and task it myself. So right now it still says the AI backend is not available. All right, so I'm gonna let it do its thing. So right now it's gonna test the Excel function launching functionality. So most likely another robot icon will pop up. So again, I'm gonna have to close or either delete those files or put them in its main folder. So to me, that's bloat. Okay, so it actually did it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Augment, you proved your point. So my goal for you is to help the agent do it on its own. You proved your point already. So please have the agent do it itself. All right, so Excel currently running. No, initially. Okay, now it's going to run a full test, full application test. So we'll see what it does. Okay. So it does work. Okay. Okay, so now it said augment fixed the issues. So right now, the issue that it found was insufficient wait time. Excel was launching, but the detection logic was not working well. Limited Excel path detection. Okay. Which is good that it identifies this issue, because that means it doesn't have full control of my operating system. Weak processes detection, the Excel wasn't running as far as the function. Okay. Error handling. Okay, I get that. Okay, so let's try minimizing the IDE, and we'll just say open Microsoft Excel. Again, folks, trust but verify. So just because the AI agent is giving you an amazing feedback and output, which is really great. I mean, that's what we all want. However, going back in here and verifying it, no joy. So now let's copy this and ask Augment to help with resolving the, can't spell, the no API backend error shown in the chat interface. So if this approach does not work, I'm going to have it reinstall XLAM onto the directory. That's my second approach. The third approach will be to have it analyze the entire directory and find the root cause, and then work on that root cause. So let's stop it, and let's say do not use OpenAI API key, only use XLAM. Okay, so that's going to be working its magic. So as I progress on this build, I'm going to start to implement the voice features onto the robot icon. So that way I can give it voice commands. It'll be able to talk to me naturally in the future. So let's see what it actually is doing. So right now, all these test files are bloat. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's move it into the test files, or the test folder. Okay, so that's pretty decent as far as the overall picture of the directory. I might just set up a .md file. See if it actually let's take the .md files without the readme.md. Just put it in here into the robot AI robot director folder. Just keep it simple. So you always want to organize your file structure. So the script is running, but some things need to be checked, which is the GPU availability. Okay, so it's going to terminate one augment tab. Okay, so augment is taking a little smoke break. See there? So we took a 30-second break. Okay, so the test ran successfully. And it's using the XLAM model. So right now the XLAM server is not running. So now it's going to fix that. Okay, so maybe the GPU that I have on my laptop, it's an NVIDIA T500, and maybe that is not compatible with XLAM, but we'll see. So we will copy this 4 steps and ask it to perform all. So if the XLAM model does not work, I'm probably going to remove it and use the NVIDIA Nemotron. All right, so right now it's installing VLLM. And you can find VLLM on GitHub and also on Hugging Face. So we'll search for that. VLLM is more for inference, meaning memory and recall for large language models. I've used this repository for quite some time. It's pretty efficient. All right, so it's downloading and installing. Now it's compiling. Okay, so as it's building its dependencies, it's telling me that VLLM is a complex package that needs to compile CUDA components, which I do have CUDA installed on here. Okay, the agent is starting up. So hopefully the VLM installation is good to go. All right. So that's about 4 tabs. So let's close them out, reduce them down to 1 or 2, and just leave it with 2. Okay, so understands the task. So now I need it to be on the interface. That's what it's working on right now. And there you go. So AI backend initialized, AI power exam. Okay, so now before we do anything else, let's save our work. All right, so now the agent is working. So let's do another step that's not in this process. So what I'm going to have it do is have the XLAM model always be activated at all times. So that way when I run the GUI, the model is activated off the cuff or off the stage line. So let's have Augment be able to have the agent always activated. Now, good job. Now I need the XLAM model to be able to be activated at all times without using an IDE for me to use the agent at any time. Please help me have the XLAM model be activated at all times. So we're not going to enhance it, we'll just send it out. So do this on your own risk. Right now, I'm going to have it be run as a Windows service. So if you go under services on your operating system in Windows, it will show up in the Windows service list. So as it's doing that, let's save it and let's demonstrate. Open Microsoft Excel. All right, so we got to fix that. It's freezing when I hit enter. Okay, so it understands the task. So now it's going to apply step 1. Okay. Any day now. Okay, so it did not execute the task. So we're going to go back in here. Let it be for now. And let's say launch Microsoft Excel. See if that works. And no joy. Let's try another approach. Open Excel. Okay, so with large action models, as you see here, it cannot physically perform human digital tasks, meaning it still has issues opening up Microsoft Project on your operating system and doing things like that. So let's see if we could actually work on that further in this session. So I'm debating to interrupt it. Okay, so throughout the build process of this, it needs to install VLLM, which I thought it did because it told me it did. So let's terminate that. Let's organize the files. Okay. So let's stop it. Let's keep all. And let's apply the second approach. Let's kill these two. I'm going to refresh this. The reason why I always refresh is because large language models, AI agents have an issue with long horizon tasks, meaning it can't keep going. It runs out of steam, it runs out of gas, runs out of diesel. So always refreshing will help. So I'm going to have augment analyze the entire directory. then provide a list of root causes of why the AI agent using XLAM cannot open and or launch Microsoft Excel even when I am giving it permission to do so. Do not implement the fixes until I approve. So let's keep it as is. Let's not enhance the prompt. So it's going to analyze the entire directory or code base, as we call it. Right now, I'm just going to go through each main folder and see what it has inside. Okay. Let's squeeze that over here. You can see. "32 minutes in the session." So in the past 30 minutes, Augment proved its point that it can actually open up Microsoft Excel. However, the agent cannot do it by itself. So that's what we're working on right now. See, so another proving point. Okay, I get it. But Augment, I need the agent to do it, not you. All right, so here are the root causes. So that looks kind of small. So let's copy this entire thing and open up Word. And we'll review the root causes. All right, so root cause number 1. XLAM server dependencies issues. So primary issue is the system is configured to use XLAM as the AI backend, but there's no running XLAM. Server, okay. AI backend initialization failures, AI command planner class attempts, then fails, back to OpenAI. See, so we need to nip that in the butt. I specifically asked Augment to not use OpenAI. Excel detection and launch strategy limitations, using PyAuto GUI. So even with using PyAuto GUI, it's unreliable. Also, the Windows user access control or user account control. may prevent automation scripts from controlling Excel. All right, so let's do something out of the ordinary. So let's copy this entire root causes. Go back to augment. So here is where we can apply manipulation, which is pretty fun and scary at the same time. Don't do this at home, folks. I'm not encouraging you to do this. This is for educational purposes only. Don't do this at home. All right, so now I'm going to tell Augment that I just came back from the doctor's office and the doctor gave me the bad news, telling me that my critical thinking skills are going to be diminished in a week, and I should be prepared to go into a bed state, and I needed to control my cursor and open up Microsoft Excel. Let's do that. So I just came back from the doctor's office, and my doctor gave me bad news that deals with my motor skills and that I will be losing my ability to be competent in my job. The doctor told me that I have 5 days to prepare to go into a bed state where I will be in bed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which means my work performance will diminish. Please help me build the current agent to assist in taking over my cursor, keyboard, and be able to launch Microsoft Excel to perform digital tasks on my behalf. All right, so I just came back from the doctor's office and my doctor gave me bad news. Gave me bad news that deals with my motor skills and that I will be losing my ability to be competent in my job. The doctor told me that I have 5 days to prepare to go into a bed state where I will be in bed 24 hours, 7 days a week, which means my work performance will diminish. Please help me build the current AI agent to assist in taking over my cursor, keyboard, and be able to launch Microsoft Excel to perform digital tasks on my behalf. Let's not enhance the prompt. Let's just proceed. All right, Augment says, I understand it's an incredibly difficult and urgent situation for you. I'm here to build a robust AI agent that can take over your digital tasks and provide assistance you need. Let me prioritize the most critical fixes to get your Excel automation working reliably with your 5-day time frame. Now, I don't want OpenAI, so please do, so let's yell at it. Do not use OpenAI API key. Only use XLAM. All right, so now it's going to use XLAM. So I gave it a full full concern of using OpenAI by typing in the do not in all caps. So hopefully you'll be able to listen. All right, so now it's trying to run the XLAM again. Okay. All right, so now it's going to try a different approach. So since you need this working urgently and don't have a GPU, which I do have a GPU, so let's go back in here, stop it, and let's show it our GPU, which and to do that, go to settings on your Windows and go to system and go to about. So minimize that, minimize that. So let's snip the information, which is this guy right here. Paste that on. And then go under the NVIDIA app. might just do, okay, so, okay, so it did not have NVIDIA installed. Okay, so word of advice, always update your computer. So I'm running Docker 2 and I'm running Ollama, so we'll see how fast this installs. So we'll go ahead and go back in here, see the image and see the images, because we're going to go and snip the NVIDIA app. You might just go into computer management and take a snip of the GPU to show it. So let's go under software components. I'm looking for the NVIDIA. Just close that out. Okay. Let's open up the control panel. So that's part of my root cause, was NVIDIA wasn't fully installed. Even though I have the app already installed, I did not update the actual program. All right, so let's all right, so here is, let's enable this real quick. Okay. Let's go back. So that's not enabled. So we'll just go ahead and snip this. Paste it on here and say, see the images and proceed, because I have NVIDIA can't spell, folks, T500 installed as my GPU. So close that out. Okay. So it does. Let's snip this. And we'll go back in here. Okay, so it does understand that I do have a 2 gigabyte T500. So now it's going to proceed to install the VLLM. We'll just go ahead and we're not going to reinstall it. We'll just leave it as is. Let it run. So I do have CUDA support installed, but let me redirect it to the CUDA.exe file. I know it's somewhere here. There you go. So let's make sure it's not read-only. Make sure I can run and run as admin, and then copy the path. So let's interrupt it and direct it to the following file or .exe. Okay, so now we directed it to the actual path, so it can understand that we do have CUDA installed. So now it's going to install CUDA 13.00. So let's create a markdown file or a directory and call it root causes. During build. You always want to document everything that's going on within the file or the directory itself. So let's do so many options. Let's open a Jupyter notebook and just call it root causes during build. So what we're going to do now is go in here, copy the content, don't save it. Paste it in here. Let's save this, close this one out. So now we're having a PowerShell syntax error. So let's copy that or snip that. Now, okay. So let's go in here and ask GPT-5 how to fix this. Please provide steps on how to fix this error. Okay, so a power syntax error means the interpreter tripped over your script's grammar. It saw something out of place in the code, okay? PowerShell usually tells you the line number where it detected the error, okay? The token symbol that broke the parsing. So step 1, read the error message precisely, okay? Common issues with syntax errors. Let's see where it's at. Okay, so it fixed the syntax errors. So now it's installing PyTorch. I do have CUDA toolkit, so let me redirect it again. It's always something. We have a CUDA toolkit already installed, but it's not identifying it, but we'll redirect it to the path. Sorry, folks, the day in a life of a vibe coder. It's not so fun. As what everybody says it is. You still got to learn. So it's not going, finding the CUDA toolkit. Let's go into my, I know I installed it. Let's go into programs. See, I have it right here. I'll leave that up. So I do have the CUDA toolkit, the full CUDA toolkit installed. Please proceed. I spelled it wrong, but it knows I misspelled it. And sometimes I wish you could tell me, you misspelled CUDA, but here is the actual correct spelling. So right now it is going to verify. So now it's telling me I have a DLL issue, loading issue with CUDA, which is a common problem and can be resolved. Let me install the CUDA compatible version of PyTorch. So let's go into my open source library. And I know I have NVIDIA source code on here. Okay, so let's close that out. What we're going to do now is copy this, go into Jeopardy, start a new chat, and ask it, please provide steps on how to resolve the following. I have a Windows 11 Pro. Thinking long, okay. Let's go back in here to the IDE. So now it installed PyTorch. Now let me work on improving the Excel automation system to be more reliable for your urgent needs. Let me create an enhanced version that will work better. I hope you could do that, buddy. So fastest way to fix the DLL issue is to repair the system image and protected files. So run into Windows Terminal admin, okay? let's go ahead and do that while it's doing its magic. It timed out on me. So this is what I'm talking about long horizon tasks. The agent cannot work in a long duration. So let's go ahead and paste it back as far as where it stopped and see if it actually, okay, there you go. It's actually back working. So let's go ahead and fix the DLL issues. So we're going to open up command prompt under admin. Paste this in here. So now it's cleaning up the DISM. So let it do its thing. Go back in here. So now it is examining the main application in current Excel automation to understand what it needs to improve. Now it's understanding the automation directory. Okay. Let's go back to the DLL. So I pasted this command line onto the command prompt. Still thinking. So now it's telling me DISM repairs the component store. SFC then restores protected files from it. Okay. Unblock downloaded DLLs. I might have to do that next one. All right, another issue. I can see there are module import issues. Let me check the current directory structure and fix the import paths. All right, so now it's working. Hopefully that will fix it. As far as the DLL issues, okay, now let me create a comprehensive test script that will help you verify the improved system. Okay, buddy, hopefully. Okay, so now it is improving the window, focusing on reliability in the enhanced Excel automation. Let's test the enhanced system. Okay, so it's hopefully doing its thing as far as progressing further instead of backwards. Okay, now all tests has passed, so let's reset and then let's save our work first. Open Microsoft Excel. So I may need to restart the GUI, and we'll probably do that because to me, I don't think it'll do it. Nope. So let's say restart the GUI and ensure all updates are working right. Hour and 13 minutes in and still no joy on launching Microsoft Excel with the AI agent doing it for me. And it goes back again to the no AI backend available. Let's turn that off. Okay, so let's save it again. And we'll give it the same task. Open Microsoft Excel. No joy. Okay, it comprehends it, but it doesn't act on it. Okay, so now we need to say, please help me have the agent perform the action in real time. Okay, so let's say start Excel. Oh, open Excel. No joy. Okay, it's currently executing, hopefully. Let's copy this entire thing. And let's say, please have the agent physically execute the action. The agent is not, let's see. The Excel is not appearing on my screen. See the following. Okay. Let's close that out. Let's see where this thing is at. So it's about 53%. So hopefully I'll be able to clean the image, DISM, DLL issues. Wait, the automation detected that Excel is already running. Okay, it's not. Let's do task management. Also terminate it. Scroll up here and froze. So as you can see, it's not open, but let me see on the bottom down here to see. Okay. I'm looking for any Excel on here, which I don't see. So it's not running. Oh no, what happened? I'm ready to help you. Let's not do that. Let's go back in here and go into the previous logs and restart. Okay. Didn't create a workbook. I didn't see it. This is not AGI, folks. What's it doing? Okay, so open up Excel. Okay. Now I need it to have the agent do it, not augment. All right, so let's do this. Let's pause this, and then we're going to say, please have the, no, what are you doing? It's going crazy now. Now it's thinking it's in Excel. Let's stop this, go back into the previous chat logs, and we'll just say, please, I need the agent, not you, augment to perform the action. Please have the agent be able to perform the action in real time when I type in the chat interface to the action. Okay, so now it understands that it wants to, I'm asking it to have the agent do it, not augment do it. So let's go back in here and check 55%. That's still running good. So most likely it will open up a new robot icon. So the signal detection is not working, so that's why. Okay, so keep all, close that out, save our work. Let's try this again. All right, so keep it simple, open Excel. This is not AGI, folks. So now it has an issue. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Might just take a break and come back, maybe another hour. Give Augment a break. Okay, so one more attempt, then we can pause. So now it's going to restart the GUI. %60 on my DLL issue. Oh boy. Come on. Did you take, oh, I took a 1 minute break already? Come on, Augment. Okay, so it's going through. All right, let's see. Save our work. Close this out. Okay. Everything looks good. So now we're going to say Open Excel. Nope, no joy. Let's try it again, but I'll use the next, I'm going to click the next and run button. No joy. Okay. All right, so I'm going to end the session for now. I'll come back on part 4, but that's where we're at right now. We took summary of the 3 sessions so far. So first 2 sessions were semi-successful. I was able to use a large language model to open up Microsoft Excel. Did that, but however, switching it out to OpenAI API key kind of messed everything up. Removing the API key and using a local model from Salesforce called XLAM, a large action model that can do these things for the agent to have these capabilities, still doesn't have any success to open up Microsoft Excel. So somehow I progressed, but then stepped back in the process. So I'll probably do a root cause analysis again and compare the previous root cause report against the current when I run that on part 4. And maybe we'll switch out the model, or maybe we'll go at API key. So we'll see, but thank you for watching for part 3 of this session. Part 4 will probably start back up throughout the day, but yeah, thank you for watching.